Hello ZJ Nation, and welcome to the next edition of Everyday Essentials. I'm Dr. Scott Johnson, here to share with you more tips on how to use your Ameo essential oils. And today I thought that I would grab a lesser known or essential oil, or maybe one that you're just not familiar with how to use it. So I grabbed my Coriander essential oil, and I wanted to talk about its traditional uses, some of the benefits that science has revealed for Coriander essential oil, as well as some of the benefits that we know happen because of its primary constituent, linalool. So we'll start with traditional uses. Coriander is well known and has been traditionally used as a digestive aid. And so it's something that people use to stimulate their appetite or to help them in normal digestive processes as they consume food. And so that's one use of it. It's also been known and used traditionally to help maintain normal blood sugar levels that are already within that normal range. And so that's something that's important. And something that could go hand in hand with the digestive properties so that we can support a normal response to insulin release and blood sugar after that meal. So there's two of the traditional uses. The other traditional use that I wanted to mention is that it has been used topically to soothe sore muscles. And so those are some of the traditional uses of coriander essential oil and some ways that we could use it as well today based on that traditional use and knowledge. Now, research has investigated coriander essential oil, and we've revealed a few properties or benefits to that essential oil. First is an interesting thing that they found with coriander essential oil in a preclinical study is that when it is inhaled, it actually supports brain and memory function. And so that's something that's great to know, that simply inhaling it may be able to support normal brain function and normal memory function. And so if that's something that you feel like you have challenges with, or maybe you just need to remember something, maybe this is a great tip for those students who are studying to have coriander oil diffusing so that you can help support that memory and retain the information that you're learning. Other studies show that it actually has good antioxidant properties, particularly protective of the liver. And so the antioxidant properties of coriander are a great benefit as well. Something that we deal with free radicals every day, each of us do, and we need something to help protect us, and that's our antioxidants. And so helping to support that antioxidant activity within the body is very beneficial. Another thing that studies have shown is that coriander essential oil is actually cleansing to the skin, and it's very mild when applied to the skin. And in addition, it will improve skin redness and irritation, minor irritations on the skin. And so this is something that we could use if we have some irritation on our skin, or if we feel like we need to cleanse the skin, we can use it for that as well. Lastly, the research does support the traditional use for digestion. What research is showing that coriander essential oil is actually very soothing to the digestive tract, particularly the colon or the end part of that digestive tract. And so that's something that just validates that traditional usage from history. Now, when we look at coriander essential oil from its chemical makeup, or it's the constituents it contains, it's primarily made up of linalool. In fact, inside your coriander, you will typically find between about 65 and 78% of the composition will be linalool, which is a very common essential oil constituent. It shares that with lavender. Lavender has linalool in it as well. So what does linalool do? Well, it may have part of the reason why we get those benefits that are revealed in the clinical studies, because some of the same properties apply to linalool alone. And so when scientists look at linalool, they have found that it actually encourages normal cellular division. And so that's something that's really important as our cells are going through a normal cell cycle of being produced and then getting the job assigned to them and performing their functions and responsibilities, and then dividing to replicate or make another copy of that cell. It's important that that process is supported and that that process occurs normally. Well, linalool has been shown to do that. Interestingly, so we're going back to supporting the research on coriander. Linalool also helps support normal brain function, and so that's something that has been shown to happen and occur just from linalool as well. It also has been demonstrated in research to show good antioxidant protection, particularly of the organs of the liver and the stomach and the kidneys. So again, coming back to not only the antioxidant protection of coriander, but in addition, seeing that we have stomach protection that can occur because of its antioxidant benefits or the antioxidant benefits of linalool. Other research shows that it can help to relax the blood vessels. So that's something that's important to support normal blood pressure and blood flow throughout the body. That's another thing that linalool the benefit that linalool can provide. It also has been shown in research to support normal immune responses to changing seasons. And so that's something that coming up soon, some of us are going to want to remember as the changing seasons bring pollens and new air that are going to challenge our respiratory system. So we can maybe look to coriander because of its high content, its rich content of linalool as something to help support normal respiratory system function as we go through those changing seasons and experience the changes that occur during spring. This research also shows that linalool helps to support a normal inflammatory response. Now, a lot of people think inflammation, it's always bad. That's not something that we want. But the fact is that if you didn't have inflammation, then life would cease to exist. You would die because inflammation is important for your immune system. It uses inflammation as foreign invaders enter the body. Inflammation is part of the process that the immune system uses to help combat and deal with those. And it's also used as part of our healing process to heal wounds and tissues and cells that need to be repaired and restored. And so inflammation is something that is good and can be something that's beneficial to health. The key is that we want to keep it regulated within a tight range and keep it within that normal window. And so supporting the process of keeping it in that normal window is something that's important to overall well-being. Another thing that linalool has actually been shown to soothe sore muscles. So that is something that it shares with coriander, and perhaps one of the reasons why coriander is good at soothing sore muscles is because it is so rich in that linalool content. And lastly, linalool has been shown to promote relaxed feelings and a positive mindset. And so we get some emotional support from linalool and also from the coriander essential oil when we use it, whether we're going to diffuse it because we want to improve the amount of happiness and joy that we're feeling, or we need to use it because we need to be in a more relaxed state and unwind from a stressful day. It can really be beneficial for both of those situations. So how can we use the coriander essential oil? How do we apply this practically in our day? Well, one of the easiest things we could do is we could add about 5 drops to your favorite diffuser, or simply attach the bottle to your Air Therapy Pure that hopefully many of you have now with the promos that we've been running on that. To get those pure essential oil molecules into the air and inhaled into the body through the respiratory system, because that can help to support brain function and mood and memory function. And so that's one way that we can use coriander essential oil. Another way that we could use coriander is to mix it, a couple of drops, 2 or 3 drops in about 5 milliliters of your fractionated coconut oil or the aloe and coconut blend. and massage that into sore muscles. Maybe let's be a little bit proactive, and after we have an intense workout, or we've been working in the yard for a long time, or participated in some kind of physical activity that is going to leave us sore, let's apply it right after that activity and help our muscles to recover from that activity. We can also ingest the coriander essential oil, so put about 3 drops into an empty a mayo veggie cap and consume that to help support the normal digestive process, as well as to receive antioxidant benefits and those protective benefits of antioxidants. We could massage this into sore muscles. Again, we've talked about that, but we can also take a couple drops and mix it with some fractionated coconut oil and apply it to the skin if we need to soothe the skin because it's irritated or it's experiencing more redness than we like to see. So that's another way that we can use the coriander. And then lastly, I would say we can ingest it again, put a few drops in a male veggie cap to support normal immune function as we experience changing seasons, or to support a normal inflammatory response in the body. Now, I've said it many times, but I think that it's worth repeating so that people really get this down, and maybe you haven't heard it before because this is your first time listening, but cell therapy is something that's really important. Anytime we're taking our mayo essential oils in a veggie cap, to take it with it, because that is the one that carries the 5 super carriers in it. It will improve the bioavailability, the absorption, and the efficacy of the essential oils that we use. So hopefully you've learned a little bit more about coriander and will feel more confident and comfortable in using it in your daily essential oil use. There's lots of ways we can use it, lots of benefits that can be obtained from this kind of behind the scenes or a little bit lesser known essential oil. So let me know in the comments how you use coriander and some of the benefits that you've received from it. I always love to hear from the people who are watching. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch and to comment and to share this with others, because that's the important thing. Is you just got some information that can hopefully help you, but I'm sure that as you've listened and watched, you have thought of somebody that, oh, that might benefit them because they're experiencing this challenge, or this might be something that would be useful for my friend or my family member. So definitely share this with them, tag them in the post, share it with them so that they can experience the same benefits and have the same knowledge and be empowered to help take personal responsibility for their health. So until next time, we'll see you next time on Everyday Essentials.